Well, folks, if you're just joining us, we'd like to we're coming to you live from Mr. Cue Billiards in Lindenhurst, New York. We're about to watch a match between Joey Korsiak and Mike Dechaine. We're going to get underway pretty rapid as Joey just showed up and ran through the parking lot and parked his vehicle. There you see Joe Korsiak, a.k.a. JK. Getting set up. Probably going to shoot a couple of balls. He just rolled in. You're watching a live stream. We're coming to you live. Co-production with AZBtv and NYC Grind. Mike Dechaine and Joe Korsiak. As Jose Burgos explains some of the rules because Joey Korsiak wasn't here for the players meeting. Mike's kind of hurrying Joey up to play here, trying to catch Joey cold. He's waited quite a while for Joey to show up. We were set to get ready at 1, and it's now 1:34. I agree. Joey K has just as good a shot as anybody else to win this tournament. You know, being in his backyard, feeling comfortable. He plays here quite often. He knows the tables. The tables are 2 1/4-inch pockets. So I agree. Joey could run him out just as well as everybody else. It doesn't look like Joey's even going to have a chance to have any warm-up shots. Let's watch the break, see if the wing ball goes in. That was the initial break. So Mike Dechaine not pocketing a ball. And Joe Korsiak going to come to the table with his first shot at the 1. You could see he's safe behind the 5. So he's either going to have to roll out or go for the 1 rail. I believe he said he's not pushing. Went for the hit. And it's called shot, not called shot safety, it's called shot. So Mike Dechaine just handed that right back to Joey Korsiak. Good hit as the 4 ball hit the rail. Mike Dechaine, jumping up out of his seat, has a shot and a clear shot at the 1. Tool ball has been pocketed by accident, and Mike Dechaine is on his way. Race to 9 and a race to 7 on the loser's side. And I think we're going to have a guest commentator sit in for a couple of minutes maybe, and maybe some of Jason's family's watching from on the other side of the pond. Jason Shaw.
What's up? What's up?
So it's race to 9 on the winner's side and race to 7 on the loser's side,
Yep,
correct?
I believe so.
Yeah. You got to buy. Earl got to buy.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to play call shot, call safe, but everyone else wanted the two-way shot, you know.
Yeah.
Personally, it takes a little bit longer, but I like it to be mostly all skilled and, you know.
Right.
I don't like, maybe I was saying to Mike, if it goes like 8-8 and the guy misses the 10 ball and it goes safe and you have no shot, where's the justice in that, you know?
Well, it would still have to be a call shot.
No, obviously, but you can't
but he
make
doesn't
him
have to
shoot
call it
again.
safe.
You can't make him shoot again.
Right, that's
so,
good. Right.
But anyway,
I think you and Earl were the only two that wanted call shot, call safe.
Yeah. Well, he knows, you know. That's why he asked me. He said, "What rules are you going for?" And when I said it, he said, "We're going for them."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's a good rule too.
No,
I kind of like it.
It's a good rule. But as you say, the tournament will go a little bit quicker, you know.
So we have a total of 17 players. We're going to finish in one day.
I just wrote on Facebook that we had 17 players. I think the weather's got a big part to play today, you know.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of
there's
a lot of tournaments going on too.
No, yeah, you're right.
But yeah, you're right. The weather's perfect for being out at the beach, picnicking, you know, doing
Fishing.
something else, outdoor fishing. Yeah.
Mike and Joey up here. Joey's always late, you know.
Joey's pretty tardy.
I think he'd be late for his own funeral.
That's what everybody keeps saying. And Mike Dechaine tries to match thing, spin that off the rail, doesn't make a hit. Ball in hand for JK. Go ahead, Jay. You're
Can you hear
on.
me?
Yeah.
Hi, Jason. Do you work in Connecticut or shoot pool full time? I shoot pool full time. Full time killer.
Full time killer.
Ozzy Reynolds says hello. Hi, Ozzy. How you doing? Thanks for getting my room sorted for the CSI event in Vegas. It's been a effing shot.
Well, he's flexible, you know. Joey's pretty thin.
Yeah.
You know, you're flexible like that. You can play those around the back shots pretty well.
Yeah, this is a nice pool, you know that? It's small, but it's just like, you know, there's people here, it gets crowded, you
It
know?
used to be bigger.
No, I can remember when I first came here,
Yeah.
when I first came to the States, I used to stay around this area, pardon me. Yes, I'm still using the balanced right extension. Everyone's using them now.
Yeah.
I sold a lot of them, a lot.
Yeah, everybody's using them because of, what is it, just a little extra weight?
Yeah, there's more weight, and I think when you have a longer shot, the cue's more straight, solid more hit, you know. Mika knows. Mika's been using it, and he knows what I'm talking about. When you use the extension on the back, there's a lot of at the front of your cue, it's whippy, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not too stable, but when you have it in the middle, there's a lot of weight going to the front and the back of the cue, you know.
And not only that, you really don't have to power the ball as
No,
much as
you
normal,
don't have. No, you don't.
right? Puts that little extra weight on
Yep.
on the English.
That's good.
I don't think he's got it. He might be trapped up behind the 10, just enough where he can't pocket it in the side pocket. I mean, he still has the bank if he wants to go for it, I believe, but. Well, they got a challenge match coming up, and they want to know who you like in that challenge match.
I've watched both of these guys play. I know Shane's like really extremely good, you know, and like just breaking runs for fun. But I've watched Coproduction break, and he breaks better than Shane, but Shane does a lot of different things. But listen, it's going to be a tough game, you know.
Race to the 1 ball, I think that's what's going to
Yeah, listen, whoever is going to get in and run out first, both of them are capable of winning, you know. Both of them play high, they have a high gear, and it's not all on the day, you know, but most of it is, and it's down to the break as well. So
Yeah.
let's see what happens.
Well, I'll tell you what, Shane put on a clinic out there with Nico, huh?
Yeah.
And I like Nico, and I like this game.
I didn't watch the match, but I heard that Shane played extremely well, broke extremely well, and Nico struggled on his break a little bit. But listen, you can't take anything away from Shane. He's on another planet sometimes, you know.
I'm telling you, he gets in that zone. Well, you get in that zone too, man.
Of course.
There's sometimes you get in the zone and 5 minutes pass by and the match is over.
No,
you know?
no.
And it's nice when everything works like that too.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I play pool full time.
And then we had Daz. We had Daz snap off a 1-pocket tournament.
Yeah,
also, right?
I had a nice little bet on him.
I was surprised that Jeff Conway was down there. I actually got a phone call about 12:30 at night, and I'm in bed, dead asleep, and the phone rang. Jeff Conway, he made a mistake. He was probably calling Darren, you know, Apple and Al, and he pushed the wrong button. It was nice that Jeff was down
Jason,
there.
what other pros are there? You and Mika are using the expand extension.
Right? Shane's using it?
Yeah, but they're using it on the back.
Yeah,
Darren, I give Darren one. Darren's going to start trying his out. Zion wants one. Tony Robles wants one, you know. Listen, there'll be a lot more players using them. I guarantee it. Within the next year, a lot of top players will be playing these. I think I wouldn't like to bet on the Shane and Coproduction match, you know. I wouldn't like to.
It's not touchable, right?
I'm going to be there on the 17th, so I'll watch it and see how it goes, you know.
Well, you know, like you said, both players are great, you know, and I wish them both luck.
Yeah, me too. Coproduction's actually a really nice person, you know that.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak a lot of English, but when you do speak to him, he's
very polite.
Polite, you know.
Yeah.
And Shane's he's polite all the time, you know.
Sure is.
1-0 to Joey.
Yeah.
I think this is the best way to break in here on these tables. From the side, you see the way the ball's open.
He slugged himself?
No, I tell you what's up. The balls are all different sizes. You understand?
Centennials?
Yeah, they're different. I didn't know what's going on. I was playing on this table here, this first table.
Yeah, the Gabriel.
And the balls, it's hard to rack the balls. And the last time I was here, I had problems with it as well. So let's see what happens.
Anyway, Joey pockets the ball, but you know he's got a makeable 2-ball. But look at the traffic. He's got to get between the 6 and the 7. You know, right?
Yeah, he can get there. You know, and then just play it safe.
He's got a big pocket up in the corner too. With the
he can actually hit this rail first and get in better position. You know. Oh, he banked it.
Banked it bad.
And he got away with it. Mike has a shot.
He's got a shot and a shot to get behind the 3.
No, he can make this and go across between the 7 and the 8 with a little bit of inside and come straight back across to the 2. As he's playing.
He's calling the 10 ball.
Ah, he's calling the 10. Good shot.
Beautiful.
Nice shot.
Karam was right on, and Mike Dechaine noticed it. And so right now we're tied at 1 apiece. We're racing to 9 on the winner's side. And you're watching the New York State 10-ball championship coming to you live from Mr. Cue in Lindenhurst, New York. I'm Upstate Al. I'm sitting in the booth alongside Jason Shaw.
Yep.
Every time I say your name, they make fun of me because I say Shaw. And it sounds like the Jersey Shore. So they say, oh, Shaw, Shaw.
What do I think about Mike Dechaine touching it before he breaks?
I don't agree with that.
All I'm gonna say is watch the 4 and the 5 ball. 2 balls behind the 1. That's all I'm gonna say.
Watch the 4 and the 5.
One of them's gonna disappear in the side pocket unless he hits them bad. See?
Yeah, the 5 was going though.
Yeah, the 5. Listen to me. Touching the 1 like splits the front 2 balls and pushes another couple of balls to where that ball can go on the side.
No, I don't agree with anybody touching the balls
I think-
afterwards. But if both players are going to elect and
But
say you could rack your own, then you got no choice.
You can touch the balls before the rack comes off, you know, because you're still racking. But when you take the rack off, you shouldn't be allowed to touch the balls. If you go up and rack the balls and keep the rack on there and then touch them,
Yeah.
that's fine. But when you take it off and start touching the balls, I don't agree with that, you know. But anyway,
But that's
it is
Mike
what it
Dechaine.
is.
Yeah.
Jason and Punch can beat anyone. Oh yeah. Yeah, I did. I played Alcano. I played Alcano a few times, you know.
Yeah, I remember
it
when
was
you
good.
guys were going back and
Yeah,
forth.
that was good.
Yeah.
That was fun. I learned a lot from that, you know. 'Cause that guy he's a weird player, but very, very strong. Some of the shots.
Well, you're
that
on
guy-
top. You came out on top.
Yeah, I came. He beat me in.
Was it California? Was that
No,
West?
he beat me in the tar match when we had it.
Right.
He beat me 20. He beat me hill the last day. But that match was so good. Darren Appleton was there watching it, stuff like that. It was a really good match. That's probably the best I've seen him play too, Ronnie, because he was here for a long time and he was struggling, you know.
He used to snap off a lot of tournaments down here in the tri-state area. I mean, he used to get in a lot of tournaments and snap them off. I remember he snapped off a tournament 4 times in a row, the same tournament. And they raised him and they raised him and they raised. He was giving people a 5 ball and 2 games
Yeah.
on the wire, and he was still snapping it off many years ago. Well, I'm talking maybe late 80s, early 90s.
That's 2-1 here to Joey.
Yeah, Joey just played the
10.
10-ball combination.
Can you fade that, Jason? What, the break? Or I don't know. What's his name? Koaka.
Koaka, yeah.
Koaka. I'm not sure what the question is here.
I think he was talking about the rack.
Oh, the rack. Look, Joey's like, you can't rack the balls. It's tough, you know. That's the table I was here the last time. I conceded my match.
Did you really?
Yeah, I couldn't deal with it. It was disgusting. I was breaking and 2 balls were coming out, you know.
And that's because of the different sizes.
Yeah, and it's hard, you know. That's why I believe that Earl was probably one of the greatest, and probably Efren as well, because they had to go to so many environments where the tables were bad, and
Right.
you know, the equipment we have nowadays is so much better than it was years ago. You know?
Right. Well, the cloths,
Yeah,
the
of
rails,
course,
everything,
yeah.
the balls.
They
Big-
didn't have
big change.
magic racks back then and stuff
Yep.
like that, you know. So
Well, let's see what happens here when Joe Korsiak gets up there and tries to smash him. Now, Joey Korsiak's got a pretty decent
Yeah.
break.
oh, they broke okay.
We learned his lesson the first time.
Yeah, they opened okay, but nothing's really going towards the hole.
Thanks for the stream. You're welcome, guys, out there. And we're glad that you're online and you're with us. 1 second as Joe Korsiak approaches the booth.
Racking, rigging, yeah, you can ask them to rack the balls again and stuff like that, but other than that, not really. I'll just let them do what they want, you know. If they want to mess with the rack, then let them do it, you know.
I'll tell you, I don't agree with it, man. I don't agree with rigging the rack, you know.
No, of course.
But if, like I said, if you and I are playing and we both say, okay, rack your own,
Yeah, that's
you got
it.
but you got an
Yeah.
option to get up and take a look at it, you know.
That's why when I play rack my own, when I play 9-ball and we play rack our own, I'm happy to play rack our own when I play Mike and stuff like that, because I know he's going to mess with me, but I know what I'm doing on the 9-ball rack, you know. And
It's not only you, though. It's
no,
everybody.
he showed me. He actually showed me something, you know that, and It's not actually cheating the racket. It's just sort of more or less little gaps here and little gaps there. You know, and like they're so small that you don't even see them.
Wow, he almost made the 10 ball as he scratched. Yeah, yeah. Well, he's, you know, he hangs around with Joe Tucker a lot. Joe
No,
Tucker.
no. I've watched a lot of Joe Tucker DVDs, you know,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, gaps definitely make a difference. That's without a doubt. You can read the rack.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, we can't take anything away from Mike Dechaine's game, though. I mean, he plays an
He
excellent
played
game.
good. He's playing with OBQs now.
Yes, OB signed him up.
And he's got a phenolic ferro, I think, on his cue. And he's painted it black.
Says he loves it. And Jeremy Sosi didn't show up. We were
Nah.
hoping to see Jeremy.
Well, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he's not playing in every tournament possible, you know.
Yeah, because he's got a shot.
Considering the Moscone Cup, you know.
Sure, he's got a shot. That's why I thought he would definitely come out.
Dechaine's playing good, yeah.
He went to snap the 5 ball. He actually made the 8 ball, and he's got a shot and whipped the 5 into the side pocket.
No, Zion is sick. He's been sick all week, so that's why he didn't come. He texted me earlier.
Yeah, he actually made that announcement on Facebook that he was really sick.
I didn't come to the Josh last week because of there was a tournament in Connecticut, you know, and it was handicap tournament, and I had to give like 2 or 3 games raised to 10, and I won $1,000, so.
Oh, so that kind of worked out.
Yeah, because
and
the
it's in
Jaws
your
tour,
backyard.
yeah, and the Jaws tour was like 1,002, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Something
they
like that,
only
yeah.
had 22 people show
That's
up.
what I mean.
Which
There
was
was
a shame.
more people at the tournament now, was it? You know?
Really?
Yeah, and it was in my girlfriend's own pool room, so
Oh, there you go.
it was sweet.
Nice. You don't have to travel.
Nothing.
Travel expenses and it's right around the corner. And plus, make a G note. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Good decision as we watch Mike Dechaine approach the 10 ball and about to tie this match up at 2.
2-2.
Okay, we just got this in off the wire from Jeremy Sosi. He's also sick at home. We wish him the best.
Yep.
Jeremy, we miss you down here in the New York area for sure. And we
Needs
hope
to-
you
Needs
get
to,
well quick.
need to start eating a little bit more, Jeremy. Put on those pounds. I'm just
He
joking.
keeps himself in good shape.
Yeah,
pretty
he
good shape.
does. A little bit more meat wouldn't help him, you know.
Yeah. I'm sure somewhere down the line he'll be working out in the gym and running like everybody else. And
Yeah.
if
I
he
like
doesn't do it
Jeremy.
already, I like him too.
You know, he's sound.
Well, looks like the players took a break, so we're going to swing the camera over, give you a little
What's
bit.
this? I just know you're going to play in on May 17th, Quebec. How long is the tournament? How long is the tournament on for?
This is a pretty tough Gabriel table right here that you happen to like, Jay.
Huh?
This table here, this is the table you like right here? This
Yeah,
Gabriel?
this table is the best table in the house. Double shimmed. The rails play consistent. It's tiny little bit slow off the rail, but nothing too bad, you know. But it's consistent.
There you see Matt Crower up at the table.
Yep, he's one of the Cassie player sponsors as well. He's a nice kid.
I like Matt, yeah.
Quiet, you know.
And just to keep everybody up to date, if you're just signing on, we are live streaming the match between Mike Dechaine and Joey Korsiak. And players elected to take a break real quick.
Jeremy there.
And it looks like Mike Dechaine's coming back to the table. So we're going to swing the camera right back over to the stream table. And Joe Korsiak's coming back also. So both players are here. And it's
Is the SVD, who, is there challenge matches in Vegas going on as well? Bustamante, I just seen now, and Efren against
I seen something like that.
Duel and Dechaine.
I seen something posted about it. I can't remember exactly what the details are. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on.
Ask him what the date says.
Hey, Jeremy, if you get a chance, text us the dates on that. Jason's definitely interested. Okay, it's 2-2 right here. Mike Dechaine and Joe Korsiak.
See the 5-ball? You see it?
Yeah, I took my eye off it, but I'm sure it went in the side pocket.
Straight in the side pocket. Yeah, Dechaine Duel, these Buster Rare doubles. July 21st, Dechaine. Oh, okay. Three-day event.
Jeremy Sosi is texting us, and Jason's texting you back on the phone.
Might go to a tournament.
On my phone. So, Jeremy, the text that you're getting is from Jason via my phone. Mike Dechaine tried to fire that 3-ball straight in. He doesn't miss many of those shots. It looks like he's left the window for Joe Korsiak. I'm telling you, Joey Korsiak shoots out of this room quite often. He's been here practicing quite a bit, and probably practicing on majority of the front tables here. We have 2 diamonds and a Gabriel up front, and he's pretty comfortable. And Jason Shar is back in the booth.
Yeah, Copen. Yeah, I've watched him. He's won a lot of tournaments. You know, he's won some big tournaments.
Yeah.
I actually played him in Vegas last year in the U.S. Open 8-ball.
Yeah.
I beat him on the TV table. I played pretty solid. I won 8-6, you know.
Yeah.
But he's
You got to play tough. You got to play top of your game. He comes with it. Hey, Joe Korsiak hangs the 6-ball up in the corner pocket. He can't believe it. He's standing there. He's just shocked. Sorry about that, folks. It was one of those beat moans, but
What do you think?
so both players making unforced errors in this match, and it looks like Mike Dechaine's going to come out on top and probably go up 3-2.
Looks like Jason is world champion himself. Yep, world 8-ball champion, black ball. It's a small ball game back in.
I watch it. I watch it quite often.
It's a good game.
I like it, yeah.
It's tough. The pockets are small, you know, and not a lot of space.
And the pockets are cut like a snooker table.
Yep.
Man, you got to hit them in.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 3-2. We'd like to just go through some of the sponsors. Definitely, we want to thank AZ Billiards and thank Simonis, the Tap League.
Looks as if I'm going to play in that tournament.
All right.
In Quebec, is it Canada?
In Quebec, Canada, yes.
Yep.
That's where you'll be heading. There's a big tournament up there.
I'm going to play in the 9-ball and the 10-ball. And 3-2, Mike Dechaine.
Yeah, 3-2, both players missing in that last rack. Joey missing that 6-ball and hanging up in the corner. Allowed Mike to get out.
Yeah, that 4-ball. It's getting back to the 5. That's the tough shot here. 4 to the 5. See?
Yeah.
Now he has to draw this ball, you know that?
And he's got to contend with the 10-ball too, and then he's got the traffic.
He's got to draw this ball, and he's going to go between the 8 and the 9. That's the shot. Oh, he's going 1 rail straight back up. That's the shot I'd play. I'd draw it in the side, and I'd go 2 rails between the 9 and the 8.
Yeah, man, but he's got to fight. He's got to fight his 4-ball. Pretty hard to do that. He's got to hope that the pocket accepts it.
He's got a good stroke. There you go. That's the shot.
What a shot.
You just played it too much, you know. I'm not a bad commentator.
No, no, absolutely not,
I can see
man.
the shots.
Absolutely not. I agree.
They're having a little argument over SBV and Co. It's fun though.
That's a challenge, man.
Yeah, it's good, you know. Big deal. Like both. Listen, a lot of people say he's got no chance of winning and stuff like that. A lot of people don't know the guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you've heard of him. He's won ranking tournaments. You know.
He's got a great
stuff
break,
like that,
just like Shane. It's a good matchup.
You know. So listen, just see what happened and that's it. You know.
Yeah.
Let the game flow.
Like I said, I think it's a race to whoever makes the first ball when they break. Of course, we know Shane is in beast mode.
Yep. It's like 4-2. To Mike Dechaine. Ko just beat them all in Japan, all of them. Yeah, he did. He beat them. He's time to put his glasses on.
Hey, Bob, Jason said to put your glasses on. 1 second, Bob. I'll fix that for you. Are you talking about the bottom scoreboard or?
Put the whiskey down and put your glasses on.
We're only joking.
Put that Scottish whiskey down.
I'll make the scoreboard a little bit bigger, guys.
Here we go, Mike Dechaine. 2 or 3 ball on the side. Oh, the 2-ball. There you go. There's there. Right there. There's the money.
Okay, that scoreboard should be a little bit bigger on our end. We didn't realize that the scoreboard was a little small.
Do you see that there?
Make it a little bit bigger.
He'd probably text you back now and tell you it's too big.
Hey, would like to say a big shout out to everybody out there in Europe and around the world. We heard there's a lot of snooker players watching. I'd like to say thank you very much for spreading the word. I can tell you one thing about this tournament, Jay. It's going to be great streaming matches.
Yeah.
You know, with all good caliber players, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure that nobody else in this room exists but you, but
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The thing is, I got to buy so I can just like sit and see how everyone's playing, and you know, if Mike wins here, he has to play Matt Craw.
Yeah.
and then he'll have to play me if I win my games, you know. So
Now, are you going to agree to rack your own?
yeah,
Yep.
yep. As I say, I won't be trying to mess with the rack. I'll just be trying to get them as tight as possible. And
Well, you know, I had a conversation with Earl a couple of weeks ago, and Earl says takes him 4 seconds to rack. He just gets up there,
yeah, I'm the
squeezes them
same.
all, walks away.
I had this thing. We played in a super tournament at Steinway a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's racked for each other. Now I'm giving the 5-ball, and I'm giving like 3-4 games on the wire race to 14.
That's tough.
So I get down to the last like 5-6 players, and I play, and the guy wins the first 3 games. So I'm 5-0 down. He's getting 2 games. Then I come back. It's 5-3. So it's his break, and I give him a good rack wing ball. He's getting the 5-ball, runs 4 balls. So he break and runs 6 racks. I get the wing ball flies in every time. So I'm like 11-5 down or something like that.
Wow.
I come back to 11-7, and he gives me a shit rack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry for language, but he gives me a bad rack. And I said, look, it takes me like 2 seconds to rack. How
I
can
thought
you
they
not
say
do
shite. Shite in Europe.
Yeah, yeah.
Scotland. Yeah, things happen like that.
You know?
Maybe he didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He cheated the game before it, though. You know? But
Yeah.
Finnegan called it wasn't a foul, but look, it's not his fault. It's the whoever called it, you know.
Yeah. All right, so Mike Dechaine just keeps trudging forward. 5-2 now over JK.
So we've got like 17 players. Did Jeremy text you back?
I don't know. Did you ask him anything?
No, he did send me. Who's Ronnie O'Sullivan playing in the final? Because I had a little bit that Selby would win against Neil Robertson in the other semi-final. So
I gotta like Ronnie all the way. I don't care.
he won 17-7 in his last match. This guy. He's a freak, you know.
He just, I'm telling you.
He is.
I loved the one where he was talking with the referee and said how much was it for a perfect game. And
Yeah.
oh, that's all it is. And he went up there and run it out anyway.
It was funny when he was at a tournament and he made the first red and he went up to the ref and said, how much for a 147, you know?
Yeah, for a bonus,
and
yeah.
he's like 5,000 and he runs out to the black and then walks out the arena.
Oh, I didn't see
And
that.
the ref like runs over, it's on YouTube, runs over, he's like, no, you have to pour it. And the other players like trying to get him back to make the 147. He gets down and smashes the black in 100 mile an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Nearly jumps off the table,
yeah,
you know?
I did see that one. Yeah.
What's the score in the other semi-final of the snooker, Frankie Wojo? 12-12, oh my God.
Well, Mike Dechaine didn't get good on his fall ball, I'll tell you right now. He's got himself in a predicament. Even if he can back cut it, I don't know if he can back cut it past the 5. Mr. Ron Mason, welcome aboard, sir. Big shout out to you. Watching some of your players here, you know, Joey Korsiak, JK, and Mike Dechaine. We're here at Mr. Cue's, at Scott Murphy's room here in Lindenhurst, New York. Having a blast. Jason Shaw is in the booth. Well, I'll tell you what, you know, it's not nobody on earth can beat Ronnie O'Sullivan. You go back when Steve Davis
And Hendry.
when they were in their prime, I mean.
When Stephen Hendry played him once, he walked out. He walked out in the middle of his match. You know that? And he said, oh, I just can't beat him every time he made a mistake.
Right.
He punished him, you know, but now he's doing that to people, you know, so he knows. Listen, he was a nutcase years ago, you know, when his dad was in prison and stuff like that.
I saw his bio, that video on his bio. He had a rough life. He really loved his dad, though, to the max, you know.
Ron Mason, Eagle Eye. What's up, Ronnie boy?
All right, Mike Dechaine looking to duck here. Going to send the 4 ball down and leave the cue ball up behind his 6.
Yeah. I think he can call the 10 here, you know.
Well, if you, yeah, of course. Call shot. You got to take a shot at it if you're going to kick, you know.
Hi, Gerald. He hit it bad. He hit it the worst way possible.
Hit it right in the
double
face.
case.
Yeah.
Ooh. He got lucky.
I
No, he
think so.
didn't bump it. I thought he was just going to bump it enough, you know.
Mike Dechaine on his last 2 shots, getting real close to his work. He's going to have to play some kind of safe. He's looking to hook the cue ball behind the 6 here,
No,
maybe
behind
just
the
feather.
10. Behind the 10. The 5 to the 6 and the cue ball to the 10.
Oh, he's spinning back.
Yeah, he left it. I think he could be hooked here, you know.
Well, Joe Korsiak might be able to get him either behind the 8 or just to let him play the cue ball back down table.
Behind the 8's the shot. It's risky though, but
if you get him,
no, he went for the cut.
And look at the cue.
Wow. Ooh.
That ooh you heard was Jason catching his cell phone.
Yeah.
The people out there wondering what you're oohing about.
When am I going back to hard times? When there's a decent tournament on there, you know.
Not sure.
Last time I went there, I played in the J Swanson, you know.
Yeah, that's.
There was a lot of players, you know, but it was tough, you know. I beat a lot of really good players, and just the money wasn't, you know, too great considering.
They had a lot of players,
A lot
didn't
of
they?
players,
POV
you know,
Pool
yeah.
was streaming it. Daniel.
Oh.
Pretty sure Daniel was
I
streaming
don't know.
it.
The entry fee wasn't too big, you know, like $65 or something, you know. So.
Right.
But I beat a lot of good players in that tournament, you know, a lot.
Well, what do you think about all these challenge matches that are starting to take place?
I'd like to play a challenge match, you know.
Right. Seems like that's a lot of ways that people are trying to
make some cash.
Make some cash. Yeah.
But there's a lot of tournaments too, though, you know.
Probably an organization, though. You get about 5, 6 people getting together. You know.
I want to win a big tournament. You know, I'd rather win a big tournament than win a big money game. You know.
Mike Dechaine puts another one on the board. You'd rather win a big tournament. Well, you know what? You're going to a pretty big tournament.
you know, but I'm just saying I'd be rather known for winning tournaments than being a money player. You know. I grew up playing in tournaments all my life and won tournaments and stuff like that. So I want to be the best. You know. So
there you go.
Gambling. Some people take gambling the wrong way, and there's a lot of shit that comes with it, you know.
Shite.
You know.
No.
You like saying that, don't you?
Well, I'd rather say that than say the other word.
Shit.
Because we're recording all of this. All right, the 2 ball found its way into the side pocket as the 5 approaches the 10. We might see a...
I can't believe that went in the side pocket there, you know. That's like, it's probably only the 3rd time in a row that's happened. He's took time to learn it though, so.
Hey. E for effort.
Yep.
But is it considered cheating?
Huh?
Would you consider it cheating? Or is it,
nah, it's not cheating.
It's
you
just
know what I mean?
reading the rack?
Yeah. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah. Okay, keep an eye on the score, folks. 6-2, we're racing to 9. This is a winner side match. On the loser side, it's a race to 7.
No, I think Nick Varner's. A lot of people think he's done, but he's a true champion. So
Man,
you could
he
never.
shot great.
Yeah, he played good. I was there. I watched him. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
played pretty decent. I think he'd been practicing though for that event. You know, so.
Listen, you know, all the tournaments and achievements that he had through his lifetime, you know,
Yeah.
unbelievable. People wish they can reach that plateau.
Yeah, that'd
So-
be. He won every world title, you know.
But yeah, but just to see him come out like that, shooting
Yeah.
out there in what was that, straight shots tournament, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he shot great. We thought he was going to take down his own tournament. When that would have been something.
Yeah, that'd have been sweet, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I can't believe Ruben Batista missed that 10 ball for the win.
Yeah,
Man, that was big. That was for the win. Mika then punished him from there on in.
that's what usually happens, though, you know.
Oh, damn. Everybody else had it counted out.
Joey.
All right, both players started breaking down their equipment, thinking that it was over.
7-2, Mike.
7-2 now.
Mike thought, trying to get it easy. It's warm outside, you know. It's like 80 outside.
Really?
Yeah.
I got to get out there and get some sun. I'm not used to this right now. So you're up there in Connecticut. You see Bernard. You see Bernard. You know Bernard? I'm pretty sure you know him. You see him? A black gentleman backs a lot of players. You know Bernard if you see him.
Probably, I'm not sure.
I believe he comes out of Bridgeport.
I don't know, I haven't been there that long, you know.
Yeah. If you've seen him, you know him.
It's fun there, though. Stay right in the house, right next to a lake. Been going fishing, I caught.
Yeah, I saw that. I
fish
saw the
last week.
pictures. That's nice, man. You know, a lot of people think pool players just, play pool and that's it. You know, it's like a boring life. But when you see players go out there and actually enjoy themselves and do some fishing, like Shane does a lot of fishing
Yeah.
also.
Well,
Shannon Dalton.
the thing is, Shane likes to go fishing in the snow, you know.
Yeah, well,
Ice
South Dakota,
fishing, you know. But I like doing when it's warm and you can just sit there.
I just don't like
Chill
being
out,
on
you know.
top of a lake waiting on the ice to melt.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
mean
scary,
either.
man.
He offered for me to go out there a few times, and I was like, yeah.
Right. But, there is a life, and it's nice to see pool players do that. Boy, last time I saw Rempe, I can't tell you what, it was up at Carmen Lombardo's place up in Pompton Lake. Was the last time I saw Jim Rempe. And Mike Siegel, last time I saw him was at Rax in Long Island, if I'm not mistaken. He was in the New York State Championships, I believe. Jay, it looks like you're feeling a little tired there, or waiting on your match.
No, I'm not tired. I'm just waking up a little bit, you know. I was at the pool room till like 2 last night,
Yeah, I think we were all up late.
practicing.
And Joe Korsiak says,
8.
go ahead. And so Mike Dechaine now is on the hill.
I don't think Larry Ross won. I think he lost to Jose, the tournament director.
Did he really? I thought Jose Burgos was a walking by. Yeah,
No, Larry lost.
don't count him out.
No.
And Joey's going to inspect the rack. He's not going to find nothing wrong with it, is he?
No. Watch the 2 and the 3. One of them will go on the side. I think it'll be the 3 ball. No, the 2 was going.
Yeah, it was.
2 was going.
The 8 gets kicked in off the 9.
1 goes safe. He breaks good though, Mike.
He's got a good bank shot here, and he could wind up good on the 2, the side pocket also, if he wants to take the shot.
Nah, he just clip it and come down behind the 2 and the 6.
That's what he's doing. A little too hard.
Yeah, he played it hard.
Nice save by Joe Korsiak. Hey guys, just as a reminder, some of these matches will be uploaded to YouTube, and you can go over and
Yeah, well,
to YouTube, and you can subscribe to the new YouTube channel. We've been uploading videos. It's AZBtv Vision. And when we upload YouTube, if you elect to click the wheel for notifications, you will get a notification when we upload
wow. Wow. You see the jump shot there?
Now Larry Ross is sitting off to my left here. We might get Larry Ross wired up. This is on the hill right now. We'll try to get another headset in here, and we'll get Larry Ross. Maybe we'll have a three-way conversation going, but I'm pretty sure Jason's going to have to step out of the booth soon. He's got a bye on, and this round is almost over here.
Yeah. I think it's going to be 8-3, you know.
You know, if you remember Joe Korsiak, I think Joey told me yesterday when he was here that I know him since he's about 15. If you remember Joey back in the late 80s, early 90s, maybe a little bit later than that, a few years later when he was in his prime, he used to shoot pretty good, I tell you. It was him, the gangster Frankie, and everybody always palling around together, Nick Schulman.
Frankie who?
Frank Hernandez. Frankie who?
That's what we call Frankie who.
Joey looks like he's going to get on the 50-yard line. And Joey asks Mike, he says, "You're going to give me this one?" Mike says, "You're going to have to earn it." Joe Korsiak has no problem with that 10 ball. We're now 8-3. All right, Jason sure is back. We're getting Larry wired up. A couple of seconds here. We'll have Larry Ross step in also.
You want Larry in?
Yeah, we'll get Larry in too. Get the whole crew. Too big? We're trying to get Larry wired up here.
If I'm betting on Mike or Coproduction, I'm betting on Coproduction all day long. And I'm sure half the other people out there that had a right mind and seen Coproduction play, they would agree with me.
Okay, Larry Ross is on board with us. Welcome aboard,
Hey,
Larry.
people. Good to see everybody here again. with a hope for a little better turnout, but the weather's getting nice now. Becomes a problem.
I was just speaking to Andrew Cleary on Facebook, and he said to me that there's 2 other tournaments in New York, and that's why all the other players are at those smaller tournaments. You know?
Well, there's no open tournaments allowed to play in those.
No.
Right. Anyway, good to see Jason again.
Yep.
Of course, always. And Lovey over there and everybody else.
Yeah.
And I see Earl is in the back giving lessons to a nice young lady by the name of Rachel.
His girlfriend.
Yep.
Yeah. He's introduced his girlfriend to many people here in the pool room.
Right. Very, very nice young lady. And likes pool, but is not a pool junkie.
Yeah.
She will be soon enough.
I don't think so.
Earl keeps giving a lesson.
Earl keep her at bay. Anyway, no, she is very nice.
Yes.
Really nice. Anyway, how many players do we have in this tournament?
17.
17 players. It's a shame because the room owner puts the money up.
Yes.
You know, and there's a small Calcutta. Which,
no players auction.
well, it's not a Calcutta. It's actually a side pot. What they call a side pot.
Points.
Yeah, points. And but it's a nice room. It's a kind of room I like. It's a real pool room.
Yeah, Scott's doing a lot of work. He's got a new kitchen he's going to be setting up in here.
Yeah.
Small little kitchen.
He also, since I was here last, moved the tables.
Yes.
These 2 diamonds are up where we're sitting.
Actually, where we're sitting right here,
it?
The billiard table's going to come in here. He's got a Sauron Sogard table coming right here. He's got it in storage.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Let's listen in.
Anyway.
What happened was they're playing call shot, and Joe Korsiak actually missed the initial shot into the pocket, and it went 4 rails and went into the same pocket he had called. So it's good.
I haven't seen Joey playing much. You know, maybe his game's a little off.
Yeah.
But of course he's playing Mike and.
Joe Korsiak breaks down and concedes to Mr. Mike Dechaine.
Yeah, and he's just trying to. Mike likes to pull little moves.
9-3, and we're going to be back with another match as soon as Jose Burgos sets that up.
Yep.
We'd like to thank Jason Shore and Larry Ross for stepping in. We're just going to end this recording. We're going to start another match
problem.
very shortly.